Annyeong! Okay, so you haven't seen me in a little while. That is not because I have been depressed or because I have not been wanting to work on my Korean studies. It's actually because I've been moving. I moved from my apartment and all of my stuff is in storage. Almost everything I own is in storage right now, and I am staying with my parents, and I'll probably be staying with some friends. And yeah, so my life is just really, really nuts right now. I'm basically homeless for the next month and a week. So, yes. Okay, so what has been going on with my Korean? Absolutely nothing as far as lessons go. I have been really, really bad. I went on vacation for a little bit, and then I came back, and then I was moving, so I have done no lessons. But I've been focusing a lot more on K-drama and K-pop, so I've been trying to really, as I'm watching the K-dramas and I'm listening to the K-pop, I'm actually really trying hard to really listen and start noticing words and start understanding the accent better and all of those things. So I'm still working on it. It's just more in like, hey, this is really fun, I'm going to do this kind of way, instead of, okay, I'm going to sit down and have a lesson. What else is going on? Oh, I found some discussion groups. So while I may not be really studying Korean culture at the moment, I have been studying how Korean culture affects America. Or at least those of us who are in love with K-drama and K-pop. Basically, I have found two discussion groups, one for K-drama in general, and one for a specific K-drama that I'm currently watching called Oh My Ghostess. Really cool side note is that Oh My Ghostess is currently being aired in Korea right now, and I'm only like a few days behind the Korean viewers. So that's really exciting. Like, basically they watch it, and then a couple days later it gets subbed and brought to America, and then I get to watch it. So that's really great. And so I'm getting to have all these discussions with all of these other K-drama fanatics like myself, and we're getting to talk about it and think about it, and it's been really great. It's been awesome. So I'm learning a little bit more about how Korea affects America, or at least those of us who are not Korean speaking or Korean nationality. I also have found a podcast. I found out about the discussion groups through a podcast. There's these two women who talk about K-drama and K-pop, and they are, so it's basically like talk radio, like sports talk radio type of thing, but for K-drama. So it's been really fun, and I listen to it and just really enjoy it. So yeah, and then just one last little thing is that Kcon actually was last week in LA, and I was super excited, and I was following some of the people that went to on Instagram. I was following some of the people that went and looking at their pictures and getting to kind of get a little bit of experience of it first, secondhand, third hand, whatever. So that was really fun. Kcon is something I definitely would want to do later on. Basically, they actually bring in like top K-drama stars and K-pop stars. Like, I know last year CN Blue came, and some of the other top stars. This year was not as many of the bands that I wasn't as interested in the bands that were coming this year, so I'm kind of okay with that. But maybe next year I could actually make it out to, there's one in LA and there's one in New York, so we'll see. Anyway, that's it that's going on right now. There's only 2 weeks left of the summer, so I'm definitely going to keep going with my project. I'm definitely going to keep blogging and vlogging and talking about Korean and talking about K-drama and K-pop and all of these things. So I just haven't figured out exactly what that's going to look like once the school year starts and I start back at the library. Anyway, so that's where I'm at. I hope that you are doing well yourself, and yeah.